Hi guys, Susan here. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight I want to talk to you about something very important. As the title of the video said, should you be wearing a medical ID? It's amazing to me how many people don't know that they should be wearing one. And the reasons for wearing one are various, okay? You could be a heart transplant patient. You could have allergies to common things like latex, different medications. You could have a illness that can cause you to black out. Anybody that comes to your aid needs to know the specifics of what's wrong on a day-to-day basis for you, so they can help you the best they can. It could be you're diabetic and you haven't taken your insulin properly or that day or what have you. If your medical ID says you're diabetic, one of the first things they will do is check your blood sugar. And that could be life-saving at that point. If it's too high or too low, same deal, right? You could have an ongoing illness like MS. You could have all kinds of things going on. But the idea of a medical ID, and these are in various styles. This is a bracelet. This is called the Lynx Arc. I get my medical IDs from Universal Medical. I'll take you to their website and show you all the various kinds. I am not sponsored by these guys, obviously. This is mine. I paid for it myself. I have type 2 diabetes and asthma. And either of those conditions in a crisis need proper treatment right away. I can't emphasize it enough. If you have anything that you take medication for, that you're allergic to, like bee stings, things you need instant relief from, you need to wear a medical ID. Now that is not to stigmatize you, it's not to call attention to you. It's simply to save your life in an emergency. If you are unconscious and you can't explain what's happening, you require the medical ID to do that for you. Now, some have a phone number for the emergency responder to call and an ID number so they can locate your file, and that gives them exact details like who your emergency contacts are, etc. They are more pricey because you pay for that service. But when it comes to saving your life, what's it worth, right? I chose Universal Medical. This is my second bracelet through them. The first one was more of a chain, a real chain link. This is flatter, and it sits flat on my arm, which I find handy because I wear my Apple Watch on my non-dominant hand, right? So I can't wear a medical ID on the same wrist. It interferes with my buttons and stuff on the watch. So I have to wear it on my dominant hand. Now what I like about this bracelet is that the closure helps me to put it on by myself. It is a simple latch like this, and it closes securely, and it's flush, right? Now what I like about this Lynx Arc design is that it's flat. So I have no trouble writing, no trouble doing anything with my dominant hand. And it sits flat, and the connections to the main plate here are a little stiff, but I find that actually helps hold it to the top of my wrist, so it's actually in plain sight and it's not revolving around all the time. So anyway, I'll stop the film right here and we'll go to the website and I'll show you some different styles. Now this one cost me about $73 Canadian to get it to my door. And that included the engraving, both front and back, and shipping. And I got it fairly quick. I'd say within a week to 2 weeks, depending on, you know, the shipper, etc., and any weather problems. Let's go to the website now and I'll explain the rest on the way. Instant for you. Okay guys, here we are. This is Universal Medical ID, the Canadian side. They do have a US website as well. I'll drop a link to this one in the description box below. You can specifically search for the ID you're looking for. There's women's, men's, kids, fine jewelry. There are accessories, and there are sales. Quite often there are sales. I simply went to women's bracelets. You click on that and it comes up with this. You can further filter the results with your preferred metal type. What I selected was stainless steel because that is durable metal. And I wear mine 24/7, guys. You never know when a crisis will hit and you'll find yourself in trouble. So I just get used to wearing it every day, all the day. You know, like it's just part of what I do. Here it is, the Lynx Arc. It is $58.95 on sale right now. Normally, what, $78.95. So it's quite a bit off. Again, when it comes to saving your life, what's it worth, right? And the durability factor I really, really like. And this one I have is sturdy. It's well made. And it looks beautiful. This was the last one I had. Stainless steel classic red bracelet. This is what I meant by a chain. Like that was very hard to put your arm down with because it does not lay flat. It does not. But it was my first bracelet. So there you go. You make your choices and you find out what works for you and what doesn't. Anyway, this again, like it's $44.95 Canadian right now. So I didn't go up that much in dollars, but I sure did with style. Like I really like this one that I'm wearing now. So it has a different clasp. This had a lobster clasp, which to me was sturdy. Like it was preferred over the old scissor type. But the one I'm using right now seems to be doing the job and staying shut and being secure. So I don't mind that. And again, it sits flat so I can write and I can do things I need to with my dominant hand. Okay, so let's go back and I'll walk you through. These are what they call mingles. And they're more dressier. They have suede on them. Of course, suede you wouldn't be wearing like in a shower or a pool or anything. So you'd have to take better care of these and remember to put them back on and mind where they are and don't lose them, that kind of thing. I was looking for the practicality aspect of mine. They have different styles as well. Okay, Kat. This is more like the one I've got now, but it's more sculpted, a different style. To me, it looked a little more like a bracelet. I didn't think it stood out enough for me. I need it to actually be something that looks like a medical ID to attract the attention of a first responder. They are trained to look for medical ID wear, be it bracelet, necklace. You can get things to put on your phone, like a little patch thing that you just stick on your phone. Choose an option. That's another thing, measuring this properly. You measure your wrist with a seamstress tape, and whatever the measurement comes out to, like mine came out to 7, and they say order a 1/2 inch larger for comfort and suitability. Like it will fit and not be too loose or too snug. So I ordered the 7.5 inch because these don't adjust. Okay, so you have to make sure you order the right size. Size guidelines. See, there you go. Wrap a tape measure snugly around your wrist. Note the measurement. Add 1/2 inch. Necklaces. If you're not sure what chain length or what chain is right for you, contact customer service. They'll help you. For me, chains for necklaces, I can't do 18 inches. It feels like I'm choking. So I tend to go for the 20 or 24 inch, simply for my comfort zone. This is available in 8 unique styles, personalized engraving, stylish, durable stainless steel. As I said, this has to endure. My last bracelet lasted me pretty much 10 years. And it was time to replace it and update the information on it, etc. Next step. Now you get to engrave, okay? It is very simple. I would suggest engraving something on your ID. I put my name on the front. So it says my name. It says type 2 diabetes, and it says asthma. And on the back, it says, see wallet card for medications list, no known allergies, and I'm an organ donor. So, yes, they have to take it off my wrist to see the back on this style, but given what's on the front, they would automatically do that anyway. They'd try and flip it over and realize, got to take it off, and then they'd note it down and they'd put it back on, because it needs to be on my arm. $9, unlimited engraving as ID space permits. So that is well worth $9. The wallet card looks like this. And it's just a fold out thing that slides into a little pocket, and you put it in your wallet, and the early responders know to look in your wallet for an ID, emergency ID. So there you have it. I'm just going to show you a couple of different things. They have women's necklaces, and that can be anywhere from a pendant to a dog tag to all kinds of things. They have mingles with beads and various more jewelry-like features. They have bestsellers, things that they've had high sales in, and all women's styles, which is a general category. Men have bracelets as well, more rugged looking, more manly. Men's necklaces tend to be just the dog tag style. There's new men's styles which have like leather bracelets, woven leather and a steel plate. men's bestsellers and all men's styles. They have kids versions, okay? Especially kids that are allergic to peanuts, that are allergic to bee stings, etc. Because when kids get in a crisis, they tend to not think clearly or be able to relate what they are dealing with. It's always better to have your kid wearing one of these so that whoever is there to help them medically will instantly know how to help them. It can save a lot of time, a lot of hospital admissions, crisis, so that little incidents don't turn into big hospital stays or much worse situations. One thing I do like with this company, they do have price points for everyone. Accessories. They have gift cards. So if a friend or a loved one can't quite make the money to get an ID and they need one, you can gift them a card or two to help them along. They have, here's what I was saying, phone, in-case phone ID. It's a rectangular sticker thing that gets engraved, and you get the sticker thing and you plunk it on your phone case. That's good until you lose your phone. If your phone is not right with you, then I'm thinking the emergency tech would not know to look for a phone. That's why I favor a bracelet or something that attaches to you so that it is found on you. So there are USB styles where your information is held in a USB device. Password protected engraved USB ID is compatible with Windows 2000, Vista, XP 7, 8X, 10, and Mac OS X 10.5.6. So be aware of that. And again, that will also prevent you wearing that in water situations. Again, I'll leave the main one in the description box below. And you can browse the site at your leisure and find one that will work for you. As an ER physician, we often receive unresponsive patients with no information about health or contacts. Medical ID would go a long way to provide assistance when the patient cannot speak for themselves. Right there. Dialysis. Okay. I order bracelets regularly for my dialysis access patients. I've had bracelets with additional information including Coumadin therapy, fall risks, etc. If somebody is suffering from Alzheimer's, I've seen them wear medical IDs that have the contact for a person that is responsible for them, so that if this person is found wandering, they simply say hello and make friends, etc., and can glimpse at the bracelet and call that person and say, I found your aunt, whatever, wandering. This is where she is. And then they can be reunited with their loved ones. It is so important to have things like this available. And again, it's not to stigmatize you. It is simply to help you. So anyway, that's my PSA. I'll get off my soapbox now. And hopefully this has helped somebody out that wasn't sure whether they need one of these. I would highly recommend one. Again, if you need help in an emergency, if you are taking regular medications, if you have a illness that requires constant therapy, etc., if you have a transplant, if you have allergies to medications or bees or things that can make you not breathe, this is important, guys. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.